Good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. It's me again, Jen. Hello! And we are here again on another lovely day in May with the Elemental Wisdom Tarot deck, which is a tarot deck that is stunning, and it is lent to me graciously by my dear friend and tarot student Taylor. And she was with us all through the month of April talking about another tarot deck that she has that is related to a video game I knew nothing about. So I invited her to come hang out and talk a little bit about the video game and tarot and how the two kind of went together in that particular deck. This deck is a little more in my wheelhouse. It is Rider-Waite Smith based deck, and so a lot of the symbology and stuff is something I'm pretty familiar with. I don't have to worry about video games popping up and wondering who the heck these characters are. So, without further ado, let's see what these gorgeous cards have to offer today. Oh, wow. Okay. Guess it's a little video game-ish. So, this is Judgment, and Judgment is card number 20. And this is gorgeous. This card is absolutely stunning. It's glowing, I swear. So, we have not a whole lot of, clear symbolism in this one, but the usual stuff is kind of missing. So I want to go over a little bit of what the usual stuff in Judgment is, and then we'll talk about this particular card. So usually in the Judgment card, you'll have sort of coffins or even just holes in the ground and people kind of rising up out of them. It's a bit Revelations-ish, and people floating up in the trumpets of judgment and things. And there is usually a large angel present in the card. In this case, no people are present, just the angel. The angel is stunning, very androgynous looking angel, which I always like when they make angels kind of more androgynous looking. I feel like they're angelic beings. They're not male or female. They're not human. They don't reproduce. But either way, they this one has beautiful wings, a lovely white robe kind of thing covering. I do kind of feel like this is more modest than some of the other cards we've seen in this deck, but it is still kind of alluring in a way. It's very hyper realistic drawing style, and they are drawn. This is artistically rendered. These are not photographs. They are beautiful illustrations. So I'm looking, we have butterflies all around this angel. So in a way, we still have that transition from life and death and kind of rising up to the ethereal plane, shall we say, because butterflies, as we know from like death cards and things like that, do show up in that transformation from life to death. So I like that the butterflies are there, but the butterflies don't really represent man, woman, child. It's just kind of the souls of the people, I suppose, and you have to assume that it is everyone involved. So I kind of like it for that, in that the butterflies are a little more symbolic rather than having corpses rise out of the ground, which is a little too creepy sometimes for some people. But this one looks very... This is probably the friendliest Judgment card I've ever seen. This angel does not look like he's coming down to smite anyone. He is not blowing the trumpets to herald the end of the eons kind of thing. He is just kind of surrounded by butterflies. So I like that aspect of it, and this is kind of a more chill Judgment card because Judgment does have kind of two sides to the coin. Obviously, if Judgment card comes upright, it means that you're finally getting kind of everything you deserve in a positive way. So all of those things that like you've been working so hard for and you've been trying to achieve, and all of maybe the resolution to things and just notoriety for achievements that you deserve. All of that is represented in an upright Judgment card. It's like, hey, you're finally free of all of this hard work. You can tell everybody, hey, yes, that was me, and you get the prizes that you should be awarded. In this case, to go up to heaven, so to speak. So the inverted on this, though, is like you are getting what you deserve and it's not in a good way. So I kind of like the idea of the angel being both foreboding and welcoming because you're going to get what you deserve. Period. If you deserve good things, you will get good things. If you deserve to be punished, you will be punished. The scorecard will be tallied, so to speak. So the other thing I notice is there's a lot of geometry behind this angel. I'm not really sure if it's sacred geometry. It's kind of hard to see it, and it's hard to see it no matter what. So like I see triangles and circles and things like that in there, but even when I'm like staring right at it, it's very hard to tell. So I can't tell if they're trying to do a sacred geometry sort of thing or not, but you know, maybe I don't know. Somebody else who maybe has a better eye than I do can say, "Hey, yeah, this is definitely sacred geometry." I love the color in this where it's very bright and golden and beautiful. But like I said, at the same time, it kind of takes away that edge of like, hey, this could be out to get you kind of thing. So pay attention. The Judgment card is so close to the end of the story of the major arcana that I do like that it has this energy of catharsis to it. It does feel like this angel is coming down from the heavens, which is like the high point in the story, so to speak. So, yeah, I do like that part of it. These cards are stunning, but it doesn't have a lot of other symbolism in it that I can see. Now, if they are trying to do something with the sacred geometry in the back, it's not something I can tell that's going on. So the energy of it is sort of lost. I don't know. The symbolism is sort of lost because you can't really see it. Also, what you can't see is that it says judgment because that looks like a scribble. You cannot see what that says. I'm really trying to like the font on this, but I just don't. There isn't a whole lot else going on in this card, so I think that's kind of all I have to say about it. I will say that if you get the judgment card in a reading, really see what else is surrounding it, because if it has to do with work and achievement and that kind of thing, or if it has to do with relationships, and also the judgment card can come up a lot when there's medical issues and things like that with people. So look for, cups and coins and things that kind of tend to lean into medical stuff, as well as sometimes swords, those things together. So look around for the things that are around the judgment card and not just the judgment card itself. But either way, I think it's not a bad card for a Monday. So until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!